Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be creating this like purple holographic witchy grungy going out look, whatever you want it to be. But yeah, if you want to find out how I got this look, what products I used, then just keep on watching. Let's go. So I don't actually have a primer. I sometimes use the Mario Badescu rose water and spray that on my face just before I start applying the base of my makeup. And then you have to wait for it to dry, obviously. And the foundation that I use is the Max Factor 3-in-1 Facefinity All Day Flawless. So I'm going in with this. I just put it on the back of my hand. We're gonna go for like 1.5 pumps just because I want a bit more coverage. And then dot that all around. And I use a Real Technique sponge to blend it out. I always knock my nose studs out each time. Now that foundation is done, I'm going to go in with a bit of concealer under my eyes and on these weird spots that I've got at the moment with my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC15, which I believe is the lightest one you can get. I put a bit of that on the back of my hand. I never use too much of this. It seems, I don't know, I just don't use much concealer and a little goes a long way, so I use it sparingly. And then I use the pointy part of my Real Technique sponge to blend the concealer out. And to set my face, I have always gone for the same powder for a few years now, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte. It's a classic. I think quite a lot of people use it. Cheap and cheerful, and it does the job. If I want a bit more sort of a full coverage look, I'll pat it in as well rather than rubbing it. So that is like the foundation-y side of my base done, and now it's time to move on to contour. I attempt it. I don't use too much precision with it. I just go in with my EcoTools angled blush brush and then put it on the bits that you usually would, and I'm ashamed to show what I use. I think it was Collection. The writing has rubbed off. There used to be a highlighter in here and just look how much of this is left. It's a mess, but yeah, it's the Collection Contour Kit Highlight and Sculpt. Just gonna swirl it on in a bit and go ahead and apply it. It's best off to obviously go in with a little bit and then be able to add more rather than just dumping it on and then you can't even blend it out and you look like you've just thrown mud on your face. I sometimes go back like after I've done my eyes and stuff to do this just to, you know, darken it up a bit. And then I switch to the Real Technique contour brush just to do a bit down my nose as well. The stick of my nose stud keeps poking out, so I do apologise if you can notice that. Okay, so now that I have attempted somewhat of a contour, I'm going to be doing a bit of blush on my face using the I Heart Makeup Blushing Hearts Triple Baked Blusher, which looks like this. Which looks very familiar to the Too Faced ones, but anyways, I'm going in again with my EcoTools brush and swirling it on in and then applying it. Okay, so I might go in with a little bit more colour on my face after my eyes, we'll just have to see. But I'm going to do that for now, just in case I do too much and then it's too late. But anyways, yeah, moving on to eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I use my Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. And first I'm going to use the spoolie end and brush through my brow. And then I'm going to switch sides and roll this up a little and then go in on my brows. So I'm just going to use my clear brow gel stuff and dip it into my Naked Basics palette and then just brush it through the brows. Too much is coming out. I'll sort that in a minute. I think I need to trim my eyebrows because my left one just never goes right anymore, but who has time for that? Okay, my eyebrows look really dark for some reason, I think, and they look fat, but ignoring that, I am moving on to my eyes. For my purple look, I'm going to first start out with a light transition shade just to get a little bit of depth in there, like a little backup for the purple. So for the first colour for my transition shade, I'm going to be using this shade here in the Soph X Makeup Revolution palette, and then just dragging this from like the corner of my eye and then through the crease, using like a fluffy brush. And so now that shade is on, I'm going to be moving on to my grubby Morphe 35U palette and using the lightest purple shade here, and then just basically putting it over where I have just done the transition shade. Trying to work lightly so I don't go overboard. With purple shades as well, they can tend to be a little bit patchy and hard to work with, but you just have to keep layering it up to get the desired darkness of it. And then I'm going to be then moving on to like the darker purple shade, which is next to the lightest one in the Morphe palette. Dipping in and then putting it over the same bits with the same brush. And then this is where it starts just building up more. You know when you kind of don't know what look you're going for, but you just go in with it and then seeing what happens and hoping for the best. I think I'm probably going to start dragging this under my eyes a little bit now as well with the darker shade. I'm going to go in with a little bit more of a denser brush to apply the darker purple just to build it up a little bit more. I'll put it on there, like I sort of whack it on and then I blend it out afterwards. And then I'll be blending it out. Okay, something that I do if I feel like a colour isn't blending out and it's just getting worse and worse if you blend it, I get a white eyeshadow shade, and today I'm going to be using the Penguin shade in Soph's Makeup palette, and you just dip in and then kind of blend out the edges just to make it look a little bit more smooth. Okay, so I want to deepen this look up a little bit, so I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use this shade here from the Soph X Makeup Revolution palette, and then just apply this to the outer corner of my eyes to deepen the look up a little bit. And again, I do the thing where I whack it on there and then I blend it out with another brush. And then get to blending. I'm going to try and deepen up this purple just a slight bit more using more of the darker purple shade in the Morphe palette, but obviously it just depends on your preference of how deep you want it or how light you want it. honestly up to you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm kind of okay with the purple. I'm going to go in with the most beautiful eyeshadow ever by Makeup Geek. This is the only Makeup Geek eyeshadow I have, but it's the duochrome eyeshadow pan in the shade Blacklight, and oh my god, let me just show you. Let me just show you this. I don't know if you can see from me showing you just the pan. Like, look at that. Okay, I'm gonna give you a swatch. This is just freaking so nice. It reminds me of, like, you know, like a space gal sort of thing. Look how good that is, and it's so freaking cheap as well. Beautiful. Okay, so I think I am gonna go and put this sort of kind of all over the lid, but like up to halfway. I don't know, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna be applying this with my finger to get the pigment and the extra like duochrome-ness of it. So yeah, I'm just going ahead. Oh my god, it's amazing. Putting it on the inner corner of my eye as well. But I think I'm gonna use a brush for that just so it goes a bit more neat. So just packing on with my finger, and I'll blend it out in a second with a brush. Literally so pretty. I love it so much. Well, I'm just gonna blend that out a little bit. Okay, so I'm okay with that. So now I'm going to use just a flat brush here, and then I'm going to dip that in to the Makeup Geek shadow, and then apply this to the corner of my eye. And just drag it like a little bit under the lower lash line as well. This is so purple, but it's good. Purple's my favourite eyeshadow makeup to do. You know what, I think I'm going to be a little bit extra and go ahead with my Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter in the shade Distortion, which is so good. Look at that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this just in the corner of my eyes on top of this really freaking nice eyeshadow. To put it in the corner of my eyes, I dip this on my finger just so it doesn't come out too much and look ridiculous and you can see like the streaks. But anyways, I'm just gonna dab that on. Oh my gosh, where it's like iridescent, it just goes with it so well. And it's not too much as well, it's just the kind of glitter where you kind of just catch it in the light. Like, it's not too overkill. So I've got a little pop of glitter on, and then I'm going to go ahead and do some eyeliner using my Sape & Glory Super Cat liner. Do I want to do winged eyeliner? I think I'm just gonna do winged eyeliner, why not? I never do winged eyeliner, but I feel like I always end up doing it in my YouTube videos, but I never do it usually. I'm just gonna go and get started. So now that my eyeliner is done, I am going to go ahead and apply some mascara. I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes first as well. And then using my Maybelline Falsies mascara, I'm just going to obviously apply my mascara. So, mascara is done, eyes are done, and I figured that because I've got like duochrome eyes with some glitter, I'm going to go ahead and for highlight use my lovely Moonchild palette. I don't really use this, like I literally love it so much. The colours are so nice, but when you put it on you can see from the front the blotches, but in the light it looks amazing, but you can really see the patch of the highlight, which nobody wants. But I'm going to try and apply it lightly today and just see how it goes. This is the palette. I think I'm going to try and use Purple Horseshoe lightly and see how it goes. I am applying using my Real Techniques setting brush, and yeah, let's go, wish me luck. Just trying to apply it really lightly. Okay, it may look like I'm being a bit too light, but you have to, like, trust me. It just looks so nice on camera, like really silky. In person you can see like the slight purpley blue as well, like it's not ridiculous. I wore this palette a lot on holiday because it was new then, and I always, out of all like the, you know, like the normal shades like Pink Heart and Blue Ice, I kept using the shade Lucky Clover, which is actually like a green reflective one, just because it's so glowy, you know? And I think for my nose highlight, I am going to try a little bit of Star. Let's go. My nose stud is literally doing my head in. I can really feel it up my nose. It's never happened before until this video for some reason. I haven't highlighted my brows either, but I think I want to go super subtle with that. You know what? Screw that. I am going to use the shade Blue Ice from the Moonchild palette. Let's go in and see how that goes. Blend that out with my finger a bit. And now that highlight is done, I'm going to be moving on to lips. And today I thought that I would go for my Jeffree Star lipstick from the holiday collection in the shade Sagittarius. So let's go in with this. That's what it looks like. I hate it already. I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, but no. Okay, I don't know what lip to go for, so I'm just gonna try and do Lime Crime's Buffy. Let's see if I hate this or not. I don't ever know what lipsticks to wear anymore. I basically don't wear lipstick anymore because I feel like they all look rubbish with any makeup look I do. No! No! Literally no. I'm sorry, but what is happening? Scrap this. I've got to make it dark. If this one doesn't go, then I just don't know what I will do. This will make it more of like a dark, like going out look, I suppose. So let's just go ahead. So you know what this will have to do? It's Fetish by Lime Crime, by the way. But to make it a little bit more extra, I think I'm going to go ahead, whack open my Urban Decay Moondust palette and grab some Magnetic, which is the purple glittery shade. Just like so. And I'm just going to pop it on top just to give it, you know, the Space Gal feel. So if you literally just dab it on the top, you can do it all over or just in the middles, it's up to you. I did it like kind of all over, but just not reaching out to the edges. Let me just try and give you a little bit of a close-up of what the lips look like. Just so then it's not too matte compared to the rest of my like glowy look. So yeah, this is the finished look. Very purple. It's got witchy vibes, holographic vibes, grungy, whatever you want it to be. I quite like it. This is what I would wear if I was going like on a night out. Not that I ever go on nights out, but yeah, this is my going out makeup. And I hope that this was helpful to you if you want to do a purple look. And yeah, if you liked my video, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It would be so appreciated. and thank you for watching. Bye!